Okay, so today is February the 13th, 2025. Normally on this channel right here, I like to talk about international news, but as of late, I've been concentrating more on the internal dynamics and politics of the United States, particularly with this, Trump signing the executive order to deport millions and millions and millions of migrants. So I've been concentrating on the internal issues affecting the United States and its citizens, right? And at some point, I'm going to go back to what I like doing best. I met this brother down in Los Angeles. He likes to report the internal dynamics. I like to report the external dynamics. So at some point, we're gonna start collaborating. But today, I'm gonna talk about three quick steps. I don't know what the hell is up with this phone right here. I'm trying to clean out my cache, but according to, what I'm reading on my phone right here, I only have 9 minutes and 19 seconds, and I think the video is gonna cut off. That's really a bummer though, right? So let me just go ahead and get into it before this video cuts off. So most African Americans have not heard that the Ivory Coast in Africa, they have banned, they banned the wearing of weaves and hair weaves in the Ivory Coast. And I don't think this is a blanket ban that affects the larger society. It's only affecting, people who are running for Ivory Coast Beauty of the Year. So, they want black women to wear their natural hair. And the stipulations are you can have short hair, no hair, but you cannot wear weaves, wigs, extensions, because, they're trying to get rid of that that psychological inferiority complex, which has permeated the entire black community over here in America. See, they weren't wearing hair weaves in Africa and over in Western Europe until they saw black American women wearing it. That cancer is so prevalent in our community right now that the average black man will never meet a woman unless she's wearing dreadlocks. And you have, some sisters out here that wear short hair, but 93% of the men in, the American black community, they are going to have to deal with women who wear fake hair. Because we all know that African American women do not care about the thoughts, opinions, or aspirations of black American men. They do not care. And we're not going to go into why they do not care because this is going to be a very short video. So anyway, Burkina Faso as well as the Ivory Coast have banned hair weaves, extensions. Any hair that's not your hair is banned, right? So I thought I would, bring that to your attention because, most of you guys get your news from CNN and, this. You get your news from the colonial authority, correct? So that's one issue. Another issue that I want to bring up is you have the Africans from Africa who are also being targeted in the deportation mandates. And, it was this channel that was on the news or on social media, and I made a comment, right? Because as all of us in the black community in America know, the Africans, they came over here and they wanted to remain distinct from the ethnic black population in America. They, especially the ones from East Africa, the Somalians, the Ethiopians, all of those people, right? They had the nerve to come to our land. Because, see, we are not from Africa. Our ancestors were from Africa, but we are not. And Africa never attempted to bring us home. Even Liberia, they never attempted to bring us home, right? So now they are being deported. And in the comment, I say, okay, well, African Americans, we are some of the most forgiving people on the planet. We might be the most forgiving people on the planet, right? But if you would have made an attempt to integrate into the black community over here in America, the Haitians, the Jamaicans, well, I don't know about the Haitians, and the Cuban brothers, I'm gonna stand with my Cuban brothers for sure, right? Because, the black Cubans, they integrated into the black community over here in America, right? Not the white Cubans, but the black Cubans. They integrated into our communities. So, we're gonna always stand with the black Cuban brothers, right? Because it's the Cuban government that gave Assata Shakur, Joanne Chesmard, they gave her political asylum. And she's in Cuba right now. Let's not forget that, right? But for the rest of you, a lot of you people, especially from Africa, you came to America. You brought your divisionist views to America. And you wanted to keep, even though you black as hell like me, you wanted to keep yourself separate from the black community, right? You wouldn't be worried, you wouldn't be hiding out from ISIS right now if you would have integrated into our community. But you chose not to do that. You came over here to America and you wanted to align yourself with white supremacy. So now what you are seeing is that colonialism that y'all dealt with in Africa, it was bred right here in the United States, right? So your faith is over your own choosing. Now, if you come to us and give us an apology, say, look, American black man and woman, I'm sorry for coming over here and disrespecting you, saying y'all was lazy and y'all didn't want to work and y'all not Africans and all this. So if you come to us with an apology, then we might rethink our position. But as it stands right now, your ass is gonna get deported right along with that Venezuelan, right along with that Mexican, all that kind of stuff, right? But let me see here. I got bad eyesight. Biggity bing. Okay, so I don't know. If the video cuts off, I'll make another one. Let's get into the elephant of the room. For the brothers in America who went to prison, served your time. I mean, you were arrested, charged, convicted in court, whether you were, convicted because you took a plea deal or convicted in front of a jury. You went and served your time. And when you came home, you thought that, hey, I served my time. I'm a free man now. I'm trying to integrate myself back into society. With the climate in America being what it is, you have limitless opportunities. I read a report yesterday that 39 to 40% of the roofers, people who work on roofs in the country, are Hispanic illegal immigrants. That's an economic opportunity for you. There is so much opportunity because when we come home, there's a stigma attached to us. And, a lot of people, even though we've done our time and, we think we paid our debt to society, they don't want to let it go. There's an economic opportunity for you right now. The construction industry. Billions. We're talking about the construction industry is $1 trillion industry in America. Let's see how much time before this camera cut off, because I know it's going to cut off. There's $1 trillion industry. Take advantage of it. It's going to cut off in like 4 seconds. Look at this.